Hi there. Can you see me in the reflection? I'm Kina Crow. Thanks for checking out my video. I'm gonna give you a little tour of my studio that I'm sequestered in right now. And it's actually kind of clean, so I'm pretty excited about that. This happens, I don't know, once every 3 or 4 years, so it was kind of perfect timing. I didn't even clean it up especially for you. It was already halfway cleaned up, but I'm gonna give you a little tour of my work. And I don't have a ton of wall space, but I tried to use what I did have. If you don't know my work, if you've never seen it before, I make these wall panels. They're about 3.5 inches deep. They're highly textured with joint compound and then painted with acrylics. And then you can kind of see this little recess. I install these little hand sculpted ceramic figures. This is the lighthearted man. Isn't he cute? And my work is predominantly, can I say that 3 times real fast? It's about the joy and wonder and total awesomeness of being human. About my personal growth as a human being and how weird it is to be here on this planet with a brain and a mind and hands and a weird body and that gets old. And I also use a lot of F-bombs in my work. So here's one coming up. This is cute as a button. Gotta go for a lot of humor here. She's a little cleaver wielding girl. There's little blood drops. It says she was cute as a button, but word on the street was you probably shouldn't fuck with her. This one actually has a super cool, I hope you can see it. It has a super cool edge. I use this textured wallpaper sometime on the edges. Okay, here, I'm gonna take you around and up the stairs. And this is the night song. And let me go in a little bit closer. You can see this adorable little girl. And she's sitting beneath this wonderful tree that's full of all these tiny little singing birds. And when I joint compounded it while it was still wet, then I went in and carved the texture of the tree. So that's something else that you might not get from just a still photo. Okay, so I'm gonna try and go up the stairs now because I've had to put all these pieces way high up because I don't have a ton of walls. And I hope I'm getting this without falling over. Shit, I don't want to fall down. This is Letting Go. And there's this adorable, I mean, look at that face. Look at how cute she is. Adorable little girl. Just letting go the little bluebird. And again, this one's also textured and wraps around. The scene wraps around. Pretty much a lot of the scenes will wrap around. I got one more up here. Well, she's a big one. I'm gonna have to go all the way up the stairs. Well, you'll get a quick view as I turn around of my real chaos. Okay, here's my snow scene. Oops. Here's my snow scene. I can't even get the whole thing in. I can't get back far enough. And my little winter skater girl. I love the winter. I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I moved here from Los Angeles. Sorry about my fat finger. And I love it now. I'm not an ice skater, but I thought if you were, this would be wonderful. She was one of those who truly loved the winter, and when she felt its tiny white kisses on her cheek, she was fairly sure that it loved her right back. So I'm going to take you down to this one. I'm a little wheezy. It's not coronavirus. I'm just kind of chubby, and it makes me out of breath. So this is that place where I go to imagine things. This piece is really cool. It has these three-dimensional clay, can you see? Three-dimensional clay butterflies flying in the sky. Here's this adorable little girl with her little bumblebee purse, and her parasol is made out of antique millinery flowers. They're about I think they're about 100 years old. She's in this marvelous yard somewhere, flanked by these fabulous elk trees that actually they wrap around to, and hundreds and hundreds, no, not hundreds, a few, hundreds of blades of grass and a few bunnies. Okay, let's hope I don't trip as I go down the stairs. Oh, creak, creak, creak. This is a little bit different because it's not recessed. This is Coquette. And I normally put a little tile with the title on all my pieces, but this one I just kind of felt like she didn't need it. And so this is just really a regular, I think it's 2.5 inch deep panel. It's the sides are covered in gold leaf. The panel itself is textured with layers of paper instead of joint compound. These flowers are actually photographs of my dogwood in my yard and my hydrangeas, and they were printed on vellum, which is a little bit transparent, and then applied over the painting and painted on that as well. And this is actually a copy of a real butterfly. I don't know, I can't remember the name of it, but it's this beautiful, incredible butterfly that's literally about 4 inches wide. And so I just thought it was magnificent and wanted to copy her. And the butterfly actually sort of looked like she was wearing a corset, and so I thought she was coquettish. So that's why I called her Coquette. This figure actually removes, and so it's perfect. It's a perfect piece for shipping. And then these butterfly wings are actually, these are separate wings. They are made out of mat board and layers of paper. I don't know if you can see the layers of paper. And then they're painted with acrylics. So that's my new fabulous different piece. Here, this girl has to sort of sit on one of the counters. This is Anne was a very dear girl. But this actually gives me kind of a cool opportunity to show you, what the backs look like. So they're all hung. So they hang, they're all strung with hangers, with wire, I guess I should say. And so it makes them, they hang just like any regular picture. Some works in progress. I've got this, she's not even near being done, but I've got this wonderful girl who will hang just like the little butterfly girl on a panel, but she'll have several birds. I think I'm gonna make them robins, and then I'll attach her to this, can't hardly even see it, this big, gigantic sky painted panel in the back, which is, I think it's like 4 feet by 6 feet. It's pretty big. But yeah, she'll have all the little birds will have little strings on them, and she'll be holding on to all of the birds as she flies. That one's called Carried Away, or will be called Carried Away. Here's another F-bomb. That's Mysteries of the Universe. That's what I call this piece. There's the chubby little white woman. You can see all of these pieces on my website currently as well. Take you over here. Yep, ran out of wall space. This is, oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite pieces. And it said they had a reputation for only attending the wildest of parties. And oh my God, I just love these. These took like 1,000,000 years to make, but I love these animals. Here's the woods outside my studio. What a lucky girl. Another F-bomb. She was kind of a hot mess. Thank God she was fucking adorable. Here's another one. Wow, I'm getting sassy right now. This was even before the sequestration. Fuck being polite. Not really, but only when it comes to trying to acquire some toilet paper. So then I'm gonna take you, yep, nothing to see here except clean tables. Isn't that fabulous? Take you over this one. More junk. It's my fairy princess. I don't know if you can see this. She is covered in tiny, her piece, not her, is covered in these tiny, 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 tiny Swarovski rhinestones. So she sparkles. And although she looked like your everyday fairy princess, this little bitch could totally kick your ass. Love that. This is my kiln. I like to call her Gertrude. She's a good old girl. This is another, interesting piece. And so you can kind of see how I'll show you how those birds that I'm gonna do on that other big piece attach. This is called Flying Dreams. And these guys, these are at different levels. Hopefully I don't break this. Yep. That's how they slide in and out. And they're on these hangers that are technically, I think, made for art glass, but I put a glaze on the back. So it's the same thing as attaching them to glass. And those are really cool. And I'm gonna start making these birds to where you can just order the birds and put them on your wall. I thought that'd be really, really cool. Okay, here we're down to honey. Just a little temptress. And then this is something that I don't even actually have a photograph of yet. This is, I think, the only sculpture that I really have right now. This is the Voyager. And so she's got, I think there's about 500 antique keys. They're all antique. And the the sails are made of my old paintbrushes, antique silk ribbon, some finials, and then this fabric, the sails are actually this amazing fabric from an antique dress with little porcelain butterflies on the insides. I hope you can see that. And here she is. She has been sailing the threads of the universe, the invisible threads of the universe. And every time someone finds the answer to something really important, it's because she has found a key. So she's the Voyager. She's the reason people find their answers. And I think everybody is hoping she'll find the answer to fix the current situation. So sail on, mama. This is, I call her Wild Thing. And I think this is my last one. Last but not least, I love this guy, in touch with his feminine side. I do have a thing for the devil, but he's particularly cute. In any case, thank you so much. One last, can you get it? Do you see it? Should I do a spin? It was fun. It was fun to have you. I really appreciate it. Check out my website, kinacrow.com, and have a really wonderful day.